Get your salt shakers ready, guys, because it is rumour time. Oh, seriously? Hey you guys, welcome to this rumour video with me, 6+ Stevo. Like I said at the beginning of that intro, have your salt shakers ready because you are going to need some salt for these chips. Before I get going with what the rumours are, let me just first say that all the information I've got here is from another YouTuber, Kirioth, very well-known YouTuber. What I would do is link you to the video where I first saw this information in one of these corners. I always get it wrong, it's mirrored on the screen, but it'll be popping up in one of these corners there. Click the link and I'll put a link in the description as well, linking you to that original video. And the reason I say take these rumours with a heavy pinch of salt is because I'm getting this information secondhand from him, but it's not actually secondhand, it's like fourth hand. Because as he states in the video, Kirioth got this information from a friend who got that information from a friend slash contact, colleague, somebody who supposedly does either work within Games Workshop or has good contacts within there, and has reported seeing these things that I'm about to tell you. Yeah, like I said, take it with a pinch of salt. But the reason I wanted to do a video on this, even though it has already been done by a far bigger, more professional YouTuber than myself, is just because I wanted to share my thoughts on them. And yeah, so I thought, screw it, it's a bit of a slow time at the moment. There's a bit of a drought of information for us Ork players, and there's been a bit of a drought for my channel really, because I've been left a little bit stumped with what to do at the moment. Knowing that the Codex is literally right around the corner has left me a little bit screwed with a lot of my content. I have been sort of releasing tactics videos and stuff, however I've kind of put them on the back burner for the time being, because any tactics videos I do now are going to be up for such a short amount of time before they're probably surpassed with new information and new tactics that come from the Codex. So rather than sort of doing them now and having them up for maybe a month or two before they're surpassed, I thought I might as well just wait till the new Codex comes out and hit them properly. I do still have a few other videos planned in the meantime, but I'm yeah, hoping to get some more news on the Codex and everything. But anyway, I'm rambling like I always do. So let's get through these rumours, which are incredibly exciting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the sort of least exciting, least sort of interesting ones, and work my way up to what I feel personally is the most exciting rumours we've heard. First off, this person has said that they've seen the new Codex, and that also there will be dice released. Big deal. Okay, dice are cool. If we get some special dice, that's cool. Although usually with these dice and things that Games Workshop release, you get them in like small packs of, I don't know, 9 or 12 or something. That's not going to cut it for Orks. If they're going to do a special pack of dice for Orks, well, first of all they need to be green, second of all you need to get like 200 to 300 in a pack, but they're probably going to be, yeah, I don't know, there'll be some specialised cool looking dice, but for Ork players we need dice in bulk, you know, we need big bags of dice. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, some special Ork flavoured dice potentially rumoured to be released alongside the Codex. It wasn't mentioned, but I'm sure we will get our special cards and things that virtually every other Codex seems to have got, so like the Maelstrom of War cards and stratagem cards, etc., which will be a cool, nice touch. I'm sure we'll get those as well. But yeah, so they've seen the codex, they've seen these special dice that are coming out. So pretty obvious, not very exciting stuff. Get that one out of the way first. Second, new buggies, new war tracks, new Deathcopters. The reason this isn't higher up on my list is because the next bit of information that came along with this is that these will not be released alongside the new codex. They will be released a little bit later on down the line, which is on one hand really exciting that we are getting this stuff that we are desperate for and is so badly needed. Because the current kits of the Deathcopters that you can buy from Games Workshop are horrendous, and the buggies, war tracks are really showing their age and just not good. It's forcing all of us to convert Kit Bash or get hold of Black Reach or Battle for Vedros sets for our Deathcopter needs. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because those Deathcopters are cool. I've got 6 myself, and converting and kit bashing is a lot of the fun with Orcs. But come on, let's face it, we need new kits desperately. Those kits are ancient. So yeah, that's really exciting news. If it's true, again, salt. But again, a little bit disappointing that we'll have to wait. But nonetheless, good news if it's true. Number 3, a new plastic War Boss kit, which again, probably quite obvious. I think this is a fairly safe bet that we will get this. Currently, we have the Gruck, the Face Ripper model, which we can get in a kit with knobs. So that's quite an expensive way to get a War Boss if you don't want the knobs as well. Just did a video about Gruck recently. Again, it will be in one of these corners, whichever one it pops up, and in the description at the end, one of my other videos. Check that out if you're interested. Other than him, currently we've got the old War Boss metal model, which has been converted into the Failcast, I believe, that you can get, and it's a good model, don't get me wrong, but not in Failcast. I've got the old metal version, and I really like him. He's a cool model, but we need a new plastic kit, and we need something that's a bit more modern and a bit more customizable with different options and stuff in it. So again, if this is true, this is really good news, and quite badly needed actually. Number 4 is confirmation that a new plastic Gazgol is being produced. Super exciting. If this isn't true, GW, what the hell are you thinking? This is almost as insane as not doing a new Abaddon the Despoiler, but they haven't done that yet, so let's not put anything past them. There was no mention in this information, rumours, whether or not he was of the size of Gazgol, whether he is prime Orc size. The information is just that there will be a plastic Gazgol, an updated new version of him. Either way, whether he's prime or not, this is good news. Plastic is the way forward. It's cheaper, it's better to work with. It's just it's brilliant. And he badly needs updating, because that model, as cool as he was back in the day, has aged and been left behind by far newer, better looking stuff that GW produce nowadays. So yeah, exciting stuff again. Now we're getting into the really juicy stuff, and for me personally, this is ticking boxes. For anyone who hasn't yet, go check out my video I did quite a while ago now, my Ork wishlist video for the 8th edition Codex, because all this stuff's almost too good to be true, because it's like somebody watched that video and then put these rumours out that this is happening. So I'm trying not to get too excited and trying not to take this as fact. This is rumour. But the fifth thing is an Ork Bits upgrade sprue, meaning the upgrades of heads and arms and options and accessories, etc., for the existing Ork Boys kit. Now this could be taken in several different ways. It could be a separate sprue that we can buy to upgrade existing boy kits. I don't think that's what it is going to actually be. I think what this is going to be is similar to when they updated the boys from their old incarnation, because there's been two versions of the boys kit that are actually the same models. The boys kit was very basic to start with. You got very few extras and stuff in there. It was just literally boys and a couple of little options. They then upgraded the sprue, so the models, the parts were the same, but they added to the sprue and added an extra sprue in there with parts to make a knob, parts to make one with a big shooter, parts to make one with a rocket launcher, loads of things like stick bombs, tank buster bombs, extra bits of armor, etc., etc., which sort of updated the kit. I think this is probably what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a new sprue of upgrades and options and extras that they repackage with the old boys sprue. So it's going to give us more options. Whether this is just one sprue or this is several sprues, whether this will be another sprue that you can use to have a tank busters kit, have a commandos kit, have an Ard boys kit. Either way, this sounds good, and I think that's the direction it's going to be. So I think you're going to still buy the packets of boys / tank busters, etc., but it will have like old sprues with this new sprue of option, upgrades and bits to make them into those new kits. And I think this is a really clever, good idea, and it's good for everyone, literally everyone. It's good for GW because it's a cheaper way rather than redesigning the whole kit from scratch. They just can make a sprue that can easily be incorporated with the older kits, so it updates the whole range with very little output from their front. So that's good for them. It's good for the people that are desperate for the kits to be updated and think that the old kits are looking a bit dated now and a bit past it. And it's great for people like me, and I know a lot of other Ork players out there share my thoughts on this, that we don't want to see a drastic change from where Orks are now. The boys, for example, I know there's a lot of players out there screaming for, they want bigger boys, they want more aggressive looking boys, they want more modern, more realistic looking boys perhaps on 32mm bases. A lot of people are asking for. I myself, and I know a lot of other players, are dead against this. We want to keep them on the 25mm bases. We want our Horde army. We don't want to have to re-buy whole loads of new stuff because our existing stuff looks really out of date now next to this new stuff. This pleases everyone. It sounds amazing, and I really hope it's true, because what a brilliant way to literally tick the boxes for everyone. We don't have a drastic enough change that it's going to outdate our existing stuff, but we're not being left without anything new. It's updating and keeping the same. It's pleasing everyone. And the boys kit, as I've said in previous videos, is an amazing kit. It's so versatile. I've made all sorts out of them. I've made tank busters using loads of those parts. I've seen people do all sorts, again, commandos, and loads of things. The options are almost limitless with that kit. So adding even further, more options to that is cool news. And I really, really, really hope that's true. What else have we got here? I've written this down. Okay, the last bit of information that came out of this is the most exciting bit, But also the bit that this is the least likely to be true, I think. And this sort of last bit puts a little bit of a cloud of, I don't know if this stuff's true, so see what you think anyway. The last bit of information, number 6, is that looted wagons are going to return to the Codex in a big way. Oh boy, just the thought of that is making me smile. In my bits box down there, I have battle wagon bits, armor plating, turrets, all sorts of bits sitting in there, just waiting for me to get me a big mech hat on and do some crazy conversions and kit bashes, because I want this to be true so badly. I really want looted wagons back. What, like Kirios said in the video, is that basically this could mean that you're going to get sort of like a standard chassis. Sort of these are the stats for the looted wagon. This is the sort of standard chassis, you know, strength and toughness, etc., and all its statistics. And then you will get a sort of a list of options of weapons and upgrades and abilities, etc., that you can give this thing. And it just sounds amazing. And I just really hope this is true. And this goes against everything that GW has sort of done in recent years, where they've gone away, they've moved away from the kit bashing and converting route, and they've certainly gone away from having models in units in codexes where they don't produce a model for them. They have done that a lot. It's something that you used to get for a lot of the older gamers. You'll remember, like, I remember in the old Ork Codex you had like flash kits in there, and there was no models for flash kits. I think they eventually released like one model for them in like a blister pack, but essentially there were no models. They had the flash kits in there, they had the stats and everything, and it was up to you to convert your own. And things like this are great, I think, because that's what really brings out the creativeness in us. For me, with my tank busters, I did them because I didn't really like the existing kit for them. But I really wanted them in my army, and it was great. It because I didn't like what was currently out there, which works the same way as there being nothing out there. It forces you to, and it brings us that creativity out of you, and it's such a good excuse to get making this stuff. So I really hope this is true. I really hope this is true. And it's good for them, because they're going to sell a lot of kits. I mean, can you imagine how many Rhinos, Chimeras, Land Raiders, you know, whatever they're going to sell, because people are going to buy these to convert into looted wagons and stuff. So yeah, I really hope that's true, and it's exciting stuff. And if they do it right, and have the options to, you know, convert it into like a transport, convert it into a big gun wagon, like an artillery piece, or something bristling with like death rollers and spikes, and it just it gives you so many cool options. And I just hope they don't oversimplify it. I hope they just really give you a lot of options to work with, that you can create some mad crazy contraption. Let's hope that's true. Do excuse me, I've still got this man cold at the moment. Man flu. It's not a cold, it's much worse than a cold, it's man flu. But yeah, anyway, there you go, guys. That's the rumours. As I said, I just wanted to share my thoughts on them and how excited I am by these, because if I pray that all this is true, because all this is exactly what needs to happen. This is literally, as was said in Kirios' video, that this almost sounds too good to be true, and it almost does sound like someone has just sort of, I don't know, made this up and told us what we want to hear. I don't know why anyone would do that. Where do false rumours come from? That's a topic for another video, maybe. Why do people make false rumours? I don't understand what they get out of it. Maybe someone can answer that in the comments down below. I don't know what they get out of that. I don't know what's fun about building someone's excitement up for nothing. I don't know. Maybe it makes them feel important for a little while. Yeah, this could all be too good to be true, and in a way, it does sound too good to be true, because you know, if all of this is true, then I am going to be over the moon. However, a counterpoint to that is that GW are a very different company these days. They listen now. They really do. They're interacting with the community. They've got their Facebook page, which they do respond. If you leave comments and you ask them questions and stuff, they do respond, usually in a very vague way. They keep their cards close to their chest and they don't give a lot away. Otherwise they'll probably be, like, I don't know, shot. But yeah, and they've got their Warhammer TV and stuff, their community page, giving us information and news and stuff all the time. So yeah, they are interacting with the community, and they are getting feedback and stuff, and they are listening to what us fans want. And so, this could be true. This could be true. I don't know. A couple of years ago, I think people would have said, "Nah, this is just dreaming. They're not going to do anything for the Orcs. They're not going to do this sort of stuff." And it is just too good to be true. But I don't think we've got long to wait anyway till we find out for sure. But there you go, guys. Anyway, there's my thoughts on the latest Ork Codex rumours. Let's all pray together, use our Ork latent psychic abilities, and if we believe this to be true, and enough of us believe it to be true, by the power of Gork and Mork, it will be. Okay, guys, anyway, share your thoughts below. Let me know what you think. This is 6 Plus Stevo, signing out.